build. We have a fresh build on the table. This episode of Grim Reaper RC is brought to you by one of my close friends in the RC community, someone that I have been out trailing with multiple times, hit the rocks with multiple times. I want to thank Ryan and his son for giving me this body to paint on the channel. So this video is dedicated to you guys. I cannot wait to get this thing painted up and ready to go. This is going to be the build and paint breakdown, so I can't wait to get into this video. This is the RC 4-wheel drive 1985 Toyota 4Runner hard body complete set. So let's get inside, see what comes in the box, and I'll show you guys what I have in mind for this build and what I do for a little build breakdown. So grab your RC, do some wrenching, do some cleaning, do whatever you got to do, and let's take a look at this RC 4-wheel drive part number ZB0167. So as we are taking a look inside of the box, we will just look at a few things on here. This is a officially licensed product by Toyota, obviously, because it is the 4Runner. I feel like when I got my rear bed piece cover, it actually had a different setup on it. I do have my 4Runner in the studio, but it does have the soft top on it, so it is a little bit different. Here is just a quick run through of the box. Basically an extremely plain box, nothing too crazy on it like their detailed ready to run versions. So we will go through and see everything and all the little details inside of every single package here, which is important so that you guys know what you can expect to get inside of this box here. So I do already have a build breakdown that I actually already filmed it. It's coming out next. We are filming every single day, so make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn on the post notification button. That way you guys get notified whenever I upload a really cool or informational video just like this one. This one is definitely going to be extremely informational. We're going to go through all of these little pieces inside of every little bag, and we're going to talk about a few different things, maybe even a few different colors that I have planned. Obviously, we're not going to need to talk about this one right here. This is all of the little windows. We will talk about what glue we are going to use, though, so that we don't fog anything up. We might even start with that. I think I'm actually going to use a super glue style tape, double-sided tape that's super glue, that does not leave any marks or anything like that, so I can actually remove the windows if necessary with a bunch of heat and everything like that later on in the future. Now, one other thing that we're not really going to have to talk about is this package that just fell over here, that fell over by the side in the studio. You guys can see we have the printout, which looks really cool. Fire extinguisher, fire alarm, everything like that. Authorized personnel only. We do have an emergency eye wash station over here. This is the printout studio, which looks really cool. Now, on the inside of here, we do have the bumper and grill. We're not going to need to do anything to this or really talk about it because, as you guys can see, it's just a plain old bumper and grill. Nothing too special about it. Nothing that we're going to have to talk about or build, paint, or prep. It's basically just like the windows and lenses, which you actually may have to tint a few of them if you do want your your lenses tinted for your headlights or taillights. That is something you are going to have to do. Now, another piece inside of here, we do have the door cards and door jambs. So we will have to paint the interior, which I did talk about the interior door color that I'm going to paint this, or what I think I'm going to paint this in the next video. So you guys are going to have to stay tuned for that so that you guys know. But here is the door cards and door jambs, which is something that is not too important that we're going to have to go through either. They are actually fairly finished very well. Another thing that we did talk about in the next video as well is the finish on the rear bed cover is a little rough, but we will be able to sand it down and prime it. Now, I did also talk about how I think this is a different shape than the one that I have for my RTR version, and I would love to compare it. I don't remember seeing any of these lines or anything like that in my RTR. I do have the black bed cover for it as well, so I will have to go through and make sure. You guys could probably even double check on my YouTube channel. I did post a video when I got the brand new Toyota 4Runner RTR edition and unboxed it on the YouTube channel. Now, here are more pieces to the interior. We have the interior, basically tub chassis, which is where everything gets built off of. Here are the little seats and everything like that for it, which are right here. We did talk about the interior that we're going to do. I might even do some felt seats. I think that would be really cool. Flock them. Basically like the Funko Pops, how they're flocked. I think it would be a really cool idea to flock the seats. Make it so that there's some texture. Might even do a style of bed liner on the bed itself. So on the inside of here, we do have the bed. We have a few more roll cage pieces and a few little small magnetic strips and body clips on the inside. Nothing too important, but the most important thing that we do have here is the body itself. Now, I will show you guys the Toyota 4Runner that I already do have that I am going to be basically basing this build off of so that I can make sure I am doing everything proper. I did talk about colors in the next video that is coming out basically tomorrow, so you guys are going to have to stay tuned so that you figure out what color we are painting everything. So taking a look at my Toyota 4Runner that you guys can see here, it is painted the tan. This is the RTR version. You guys can see that I do have the Savox servo on the inside. I actually have a Holmes Hobby brushed motor on the inside of here, which you may be able to see right there. We have the Rancho steering, front steering stabilizer, which is pretty cool, steering rack. IPF front bumper, which is insane. We have lights on there, wide body kit. We have the Wrangler wheels, and we have some rims on there by RC 4-wheel drive. We have a rusted out rear tire, which is the stock one. And we have a rear bumper on here, which is pretty nice. And an exhaust as well with mud flaps. I love the way this thing looks. This is the original 4Runner. And then we have the body of the 4Runner on the inside of here. I am doing a build breakdown in the next video, and we already talked about a few parts. So what we have left is basically just a quick breakdown of everything inside of the bag here, which there isn't too much inside of here. It's a pretty quick bag, not too much. We talked about some of the colors that we're going to do in the next video, so you guys are going to have to stay tuned for that. I'll even talk about some of the painting process in the upcoming videos as well, so you guys make sure you stay tuned for that. There is, it's very important. Paint prep is the most important thing to an RC body. It's how it looks very good in the end. So if you don't make it look as good as possible before you get painting, then it's just not going to be good. Every small little detail, every small little pinhole inside of the body or inside of these pieces is going to have to be filled, primered, and sanded. They don't come perfectly. They're all induction molded. Most of these pieces are induction molded, so they're all going to need a little bit of help to get perfect, especially these ones that are going to be cut off the tree. Now, most of this black page right here is going to actually stay black, like the steering wheel, the shift knobs, the windshield wiper, and everything like that on the inside of here, except for the dash. We are going to paint the dash. Now, in the video that is coming out tomorrow, you guys can see that the dash on the inside of the RTR edition is actually faded a little bit black. So it's good to know that they do come this color, so if there's anything going on. And I do actually have a cool idea that I'm going to do for that I talked about in the video tomorrow, so you guys are going to have to stay tuned for that. We do have some rear bed and tailgate pieces on the inside of here, and then there is a chrome page in the middle, which has all of our mirrors and small trim pieces like that and everything of that nature. We do also have the hood beneath the body and everything like that. There also is an instruction manual that does come with this. I do have that separately just so that I can keep all of my instructions together. I've done a bunch of these bodies. I do know how it goes together. I could probably build it without even looking at the instructions. If you do want to see the entire build process, make sure you leave that down below in the comment section. So with all of that being said, that is basically it for Grim Reaper RC today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notification button. That way you guys get notified whenever I upload a really cool or informational video just like this one. Make sure you guys stay tuned. We are uploading every single day in the 2025 season, so that is going to be absolutely insane. I do already have a few other videos planned in the future, so we are going to do the build breakdown on this, and I do have a special video coming out after that, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notification button, and I will see you all in the very next episode of Grim Reaper RC.